What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another Prize Picks video for you. Today is Thursday, March 9th, 2023. 6 games in the NBA to talk about. And as always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. In traditional early look and research format, we'll go over some injury news, recap our picks from yesterday, and then I'll dive into a couple of player props that I like as of 6:30 a.m. this morning. Obviously, a lot can change between now and warm-up, shoot around, tip off, whatever. So fingers crossed on these props here, but I like them enough to talk about in this video. So without further delay, let's jump into our recap over yesterday's picks. Our picks from yesterday just wasn't a good night for us. Made some picks yesterday that I felt real good about going into the games, and honestly, they just didn't hit. And that's basically it. Starting with Dame Lillard, didn't get any fourth quarter run, or got very limited fourth quarter run. Ended the night with 40.5 PRA. Really big number for him to hit. We needed 46. He gave us 40. I was assuming he'd get full run yesterday, and that the Blazers could keep that game a little closer, and that would have kept them on the floor and kept them in the game a little longer to hit that prop. Our second pick, Brandon Ingram over 25.5 points, or 26 points once it got bumped up. Brandon Ingram tweaked his ankle, rolled his ankle, didn't finish the game. Very disappointing, very frustrating. That was an ESPN game, so I was watching it, and reports came out that he would come back, and then second report came out that he didn't feel good and he wasn't going to come back. So another unfortunate, thing that happened yesterday. But Brandon Ingram did not finish the game. I think he only had 12 points, didn't even come close to it. Prizepicks rebooted that play. Any Brandon Ingram play that you went over on or more got rebooted. So injuries are a part of the game, but boy, they are super frustrating to deal with as a player prop hobbyist. And then our third pick, Clint Capella, just did not get it done yesterday. A lot of speculation over some foul play at hand with his stats. A lot of people posting game footage of Clint Capella grabbing first half rebounds, but those rebounds not being credited to the box score. I don't know what's going on there. All I know is that Clint Capella finished with 19 PRA or 16 PRA or points and rebounds, and we needed 22 from him. So he didn't get it done. Got into early foul trouble, stayed in foul trouble, and that was the night. And so looking at the game log, we know Clint Capella was coming in, hitting that prop 7 out of his last 10 games. Everything pointed in the right direction. Very good matchup for Clint Capella. And it just was not a good game for this guy. So overall, 0-2. I'm not going to count the Brandon Ingram prop because he didn't finish the game. And I do feel he was on pace to hit that prop had he not hurt his ankle. But 0-2 on the day. And like I mentioned, just a very frustrating and unfortunate night in terms of player props. But today is a new day in the NBA, and we get to do it all over again. So let's quickly jump into some injury news, and then we'll go into a couple of player props that I like, at least like as of now, for today. So with our injury reports, we got a lot of names on this list. Wow. So I guess we can just start from the top. Who's in? So De'Aaron Fox is in. Gary Harris is in today. Probable Giannis, Drew, Jalen Duren, Killian Hayes, Kevon Looney, Jay Crowder, Jonathan Kuminga, Andre Iguodala, Admiral Schofield, who I didn't even realize was still in the league. Questionable, we got Jalen Brunson, Jordan Clarkson, Walker Kessler, Aaron Nesmith, and Jake LaRavia. And then out, I don't know why I feel like this list of names will get bigger as the day goes on, but John Morant remains out. KPJ is out. Nick Claxton, Spencer Dinwiddie, Cam Johnson, Royce O'Neal, that's like their whole starting lineup right there, are out in Brooklyn. Wendell Carter Jr. is out. Brandon Clark remains out with that. He's just out for the season. I don't even know why he's on this list. He tore his Achilles Alec Burks, Hamidou Diallo, and Ty Washington round out the list of outs. So keep your eyes out for this injury news as the day moves on. I think we'll start to see a lot more names added to these questionables and to these outs categories here. All right, enough about injuries. Let's talk about a couple of player props that I found on the board this morning that, as of now, I think look really good. And I'll tell you a little bit why I like them. So let's start off with the Milwaukee and Brooklyn game. And let's talk a little bit about Brook Lopez here. So two props that I really like for Brook Lopez are his points and rebounds, and I like his rebounds. Now, you could go either way with these, but and his points don't look too bad either. But for the value that we're getting with the points and rebounds, him only needing 21 versus him needing 7 rebounds and 15 points, that's 22. So you're getting a 1 point discount here. I like the value here for Brook Lopez. And as we head on over to props.cash, pulling up his game logs over the last 10 games, we can see that Brook Lopez has cleared this in pretty much every single game except that Boston game. And Giannis is probable today, and I'm glad he is probable, because when Giannis is not in the lineup, these numbers look a lot different. 4 out of 10 over the last 10 games without Giannis versus, I think it was 9 out of 10 hit rate when Giannis is in the lineup. Mentioned his rebounds earlier, just his rebounds alone. The prop has moved up to 6. If we adjust the line down here, we can see that he's hit this or hooked this in 6 out of or 5 out of his last no, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 8 out of his last 10, he's hooked it or gotten over 6 rebounds. 2 games against Boston and Orlando, he didn't even come close. And player prop number 2 that I want to talk about is Isaiah Livers over 9.5 points. Isaiah Livers is not someone that I've picked before in player props, but today's a little different. So Isaiah Livers has a few things going for him in this game. I think the biggest thing is the team he's playing is the Charlotte Hornets, and the Charlotte Hornets are very bad right now. So Isaiah Livers also has the I don't want to say benefit, but I mean, you have injuries on this Detroit team. Now, Killian Hayes is back in the lineup, or he's probable today, but Killian Hayes isn't much of a scoring threat. But you have guys like Alec Burks and like Hamidou Diallo who are not playing today for the Pistons. We can see their defensive efficiency in Charlotte is not great. It's bottom of the league, and they play very fast. So they play fast, and they give up a lot of points, and they give up a lot of rebounds. And so I just like this play for Isaiah Livers today. His playing time has also been up over the last 3 games, or 2 games especially, but I think we start to see a little bit extra run for him down the stretch with the Pistons having absolutely nothing to play for. I think you see, bigger minutes for him, especially with Burks and Hamidou Diallo out. One thing I wanted to point out with Livers is, looking at this game log, it doesn't look great, but we can see that he needs 10 points tonight, and in 2 of these games, he is right there at 9. The other 3 that he hit, he went over, well over it. If we get Isaiah Livers tonight and he is taking 10 plus shots from the field, and most of those are going to be threes, 50% of those will be threes, and he's hitting his threes, he should actually clear this in 3-pointers alone, or at least a large majority of these 10 points should come from threes. I think all these things point towards Isaiah Livers having a good day and hitting at minimum of 10 points for us. So those are the 2 early look props that I like for today's 6-game slate. I'm contemplating if I want to do a second video today with just it being kind of an ugly slate. Honestly, there are not a lot of props on the board right now that I'm interested in, and then looking at some of these numbers and these lines, I might just keep it at one video today and then regroup and get ready for a fun Flex Friday. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's early look and research video. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel, checking this video out. Drop me a comment below letting me know who your props on the board or who your favorite props on the board are and what you think about these early props that I've talked about in this video. Brook Lopez over points and rebounds, and then Isaiah Livers over his 9.5 points. Do you like them, love them, do you hate them, or do you want to leave them alone? Either way, let me know in the comments below. Thank you again for all the support, the likes, the subs, the comments. They truly mean a lot in helping this channel get a bit bigger every single day. And until my next video, either final look video today or early look and research video tomorrow, Chavez is